Ever wondered how much of our personality is shaped by the need for our father's approval? This question may resonate deeply with many of us. Let's start by defining narcissism. It's a personality disorder characterized by grandiosity, a lack of empathy for others, and a desperate need for admiration. These traits could be subtle or glaringly obvious, but they significantly impact how a person perceives themselves and others. Now, let's dive into the role of paternal approval in the development of these tendencies. For many, a father's approval is a symbol of validation, love, and acceptance. It's a yardstick by which we measure our worthiness. When this approval is withheld or conditional, it can create a profound longing, a hunger that can drive our behavior in unexpected ways. The desire for approval could manifest in an individual striving for perfection, constantly seeking recognition, or developing a facade of superiority. However, the quest for paternal approval can sometimes lead us down a twisted path, one where we lose sight of our authentic selves. We might start to believe that love and acceptance are things we have to earn, that they are rewards for meeting certain expectations. This belief, in turn, can foster a sense of entitlement, a lack of empathy, and a need for constant admiration, the hallmarks of narcissism. In relationships, this dynamic can lead to a perpetual cycle of approval-seeking behavior. This pattern can be emotionally draining, leading to feelings of inadequacy and a distorted self-perception. It's like gazing into a funhouse mirror. The reflection is distorted, and we start questioning our worth based on this warped image. The desire for approval, especially from a father figure, can significantly shape our behavior and personality. It's a complex interplay of emotions, expectations, and self-perception. But understanding these dynamics is the first step towards breaking free from the cycle, towards embracing our worthiness that is not contingent on anyone's approval. Remember, our worth is inherent, not something to be earned or bestowed by others. So, what are the signs of narcissistic behavior linked to paternal approval? Let's start by identifying these key indicators. One sign is an excessive need for admiration or validation, often expressed as a constant desire to impress or seek approval from the father figure. Another is a sense of entitlement and lack of empathy, where the individual's needs and desires are prioritized over those of others. This can manifest as a disregard for the feelings or needs of others, especially when they conflict with the individual's pursuit of approval. Additionally, individuals may exhibit manipulative or controlling behaviors, using these tactics to gain the desired response from their father. Lastly, there may be a preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, or brilliance, driven by the need to meet high paternal expectations. Recognizing these patterns can be the first step towards understanding and addressing the issue. But how does this behavior impact women, especially those close to such individuals? As one might expect, the psychological implications can be profound. Women dealing with narcissistic individuals often find themselves in an emotional whirlwind, their self-esteem taking a hit as they navigate the complexities of seeking or receiving paternal approval. It's a challenging path, dotted with emotional hurdles and fraught with potential self-doubt. This constant quest for approval can lead to feelings of inadequacy, as if one's worth is tied to the validation of others, particularly paternal figures. The stress of such relationships can lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. It's like trying to fill a well with a bucket that has a hole in it. No matter how much you pour in, it's never enough. However, recognizing these implications is crucial. It's the first step on the journey to resilience and self-empowerment. The emotional challenges can be significant, but understanding them is a step towards resilience. How can women protect themselves from the effects of narcissistic behavior? This is a question that many seek answers to. Let's explore some practical advice on this matter. First, understanding the nature of narcissistic behavior is paramount. Narcissists thrive on control and manipulation, often using charm or aggression to achieve their ends. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards protection. Next, responding to such behavior requires a delicate balance. Confronting a narcissist directly may lead to conflict, but ignoring the behavior can enable it. Instead, aim for a measured response that maintains your dignity and personal boundaries. Speaking of boundaries, they are crucial. Setting clear, firm boundaries is not about being unkind. It's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. This may include limiting contact or refusing to engage in harmful conversations. Remember, it's not about winning a battle against the narcissist. It's about preserving your peace and well-being. Preserving mental and emotional well-being is crucial in dealing with narcissistic tendencies. How can women build emotional resilience in the face of these challenges? Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt and bounce back when things don't go as planned. In dealing with narcissistic dynamics, it is an essential skill to cultivate. It's about recognizing our own emotions, understanding what they're telling us, and responding in a way that serves our best interests. So, how do we build this resilience? First, we need to practice self-awareness. Understand your emotions, identify what triggers them, and recognize the patterns. Next, cultivate a positive mindset. Embrace optimism, practice gratitude, and focus on solutions rather than problems. Then develop healthy coping mechanisms. This could be through mindfulness techniques like meditation, physical activities, or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy and peace. Finally, remember to practice self-care. Prioritize your needs, set boundaries, and don't forget to take care of your physical health. Building emotional resilience is a powerful tool against the effects of narcissistic behavior. How can women define their self-worth outside of paternal approval? This is a question many of us grapple with, especially when we've grown up seeking validation from a paternal figure who may not have always given it freely or unconditionally. Self-worth is an internal state of being that comes from self-understanding, self-love, and self-acceptance. It's about recognizing your value and worth as a human being, independent of external factors or the opinions of others. It's about knowing who you are and loving yourself for it. Defining your self-worth independently begins with acknowledging that your worth is inherent and does not fluctuate based on someone else's approval or disapproval. It's about understanding that you, just as you are, have value. This value doesn't diminish because someone fails to see it or appreciate it. Building this sense of self-worth requires a conscious effort. It means actively challenging and reframing negative thoughts about yourself and replacing them with positive affirmations. It's about being kind to yourself, practicing self-care, and setting aside time for activities that make you feel good about yourself. Self-love is an essential part of this journey. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and respect you would extend to others. It's about celebrating your achievements, no matter how small they may seem, and forgiving yourself for your mistakes. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and understanding that it's okay not to be perfect. Acceptance is the final piece of the puzzle. This means accepting yourself as you are right now, not as you think you should be. It's about recognizing that you are enough, just as you are, and that you don't need to change or be different to be worthy of love and respect. This journey to self-worth is not always easy, but it's one of the most important journeys you'll ever embark on. It's about reclaiming your power and learning to define your worth by your own standards, not someone else's. Remember, your self-worth is not defined by anyone else's approval, not even your father's. Take these words to heart, for they are the key to empowering yourself and embracing your inherent worth. How can women navigate familial relationships while dealing with a narcissistic father figure? This is a question that many women find themselves asking, and the answer isn't always simple. But let's delve into it. When dealing with a narcissistic father figure, it's crucial to remember that you cannot change another person's behavior. You can only control your own reactions and responses. This understanding can help in maintaining familial relationships while dealing with narcissistic behavior. A key strategy in this situation is setting boundaries. This means defining what behavior you will and will not tolerate. It's about deciding for yourself what you need from these relationships and what you're willing to give. It's not about controlling the other person, but about protecting your own well-being. Another important strategy is to avoid getting drawn into arguments or power struggles. Narcissistic individuals often use conflict as a way to exert control and dominance. By refusing to engage in these battles, you can maintain your own power and autonomy. Communication is also essential. Be clear and assertive about your needs and expectations. Remember, it's okay to say no when something doesn't feel right. You have the right to your feelings and the right to express them. Now, dealing with a narcissistic father figure can be emotionally draining, and it's important to acknowledge this. This is where seeking professional support can be incredibly beneficial. Therapists and counselors can provide valuable insights and strategies to help navigate these complex dynamics. They can offer a safe space to express your thoughts and feelings and provide guidance on how to maintain your mental and emotional health. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. There are resources and support systems available to help you navigate these familial relationships. Navigating these relationships can be challenging, but with the right tools and support, it's entirely possible. You have the strength and resilience to manage these situations, and it's important to give yourself the credit you deserve. After all, your well-being is paramount, and you are worthy of respect and kindness always.